Hello, my name is Ilona and today it's Monday, October 21st, 2024. And I just want to start with something. I saw a clip and it's very interesting. Kamala has said that she has worked for Mickey D during her studies, but there's been no evidence whatsoever that she actually been there in whatever capacity. She wants to become, of course, relatable and connect with lower wage people, of course, working in the service industry. And of course, she wanted to seem like she knew what she was talking about. Well, Mr. T actually did. I think it was a perfect troll action and actually showed up to work at Mickey D, and he was asked about this and he said, well, I've been here for 50 minutes, which means I've worked 50 minutes longer at Mickey D than Kamala. So it really was completely focused on that, and it's interesting to see. And of course, I know a lot of people in the independent media know that Mickey D is not the greatest thing to eat at, because there's of course things happening with the food there. Allegedly, I'll have to mention that, but there are a lot of people who know about that, and I do think things will come out, but obviously it's not the right time yet. And what he's doing right now is actually showing that he is relatable, and it's of course to show Kamala as fake and a hypocrite. That's the point now. So this is a chess game. Realize that he's not really, probably behind everything that's happening there, and that will come out. But everything has the time and place for it. Another thing I wanted to mention, on Facebook, I saw a lot of clips from Paris that apparently there's flooding there. There was so much to see. All fake. And this is very interesting because you can barely see right away that it is fake. Because there is no flooding going on in Paris. It would have been probably world news by now. So it shows how people can be influenced and how real some clips can look, how real it seems. So it's also, I think, very necessary for people that are not aware of this to wake them up, that there can be clips, things can be shown that are just not true but look so real. A lot of it, what we see, is staged. And again, that's about discernment. See what resonates with you, because a lot of things we see are just not true or just not happening in the way it's shown in clips, videos. So I think that was very important for people to see. Of course, people in this part of the internet know about these things, but it's interesting to see that a lot of people were sharing it. So I'm sure people that had no idea see this and are like, wow, this looks really real. That is scary that can be faked in that way. So in this video, I want to take a look at a few things that's connected to Benjamin Fulford. I actually have someone sending me information. I'm very happy with that. And about what he, the things that he's been talking about. And this is from October 16th. This information that he shared. Again, see what resonates with you. Not everything resonates with me, but make your own decision. I just want to pick out a few things I want to take a look at. I thought they were very interesting. First of all, he's talking about the Diddy case. And I think that is very important because I don't see that as a distraction. Some people in the independent media see this as a distraction. This is connecting sports, politics, music, actors. This is all connected. So I don't see this as some flimsy distraction from maybe other things going on. I think this is extremely important. And this is also showing that they're losing the narrative, because they can't suppress this anymore. Something about Justin Bieber is also shared in the information from Benjamin that was apparently talked about this in 2017, and everything, is being suppressed. But he actually was talking about that if he wanted to make it really big in the music industry, he had to do something with a child. And he was aware that ultimately he needed to, put this nicely, without, I'll have to watch my words, but the child would have to leave the earth plane, and he had to do something about that. That was part of what was expected of him, and he didn't want to do that. And of course, we also know that especially the last few years, Justin's been really, you know, not in a good way in the media. I think they purposely are trying to put him, sideline him, because they want to, of course, make sure that he doesn't talk, he doesn't mention these things. But now with Diddy, things are going to come out. I'm sure more and more are going to come out about these things, and I do think Justin will be speaking out as well about what has happened. And it's very, very sad, but it's necessary. So people are now opening up also about weather manipulations. People are now more and more aware of that and talking about this. A thing I want to take a look at, the first thing is in the information from Benjamin, he's talking about that Japan is moving away from the dark energies. And we also know that there was things about stings coming out from Japan, but they are now really moving away from this. Apparently also Germany, and I will take a look at that when I'm looking at the Netherlands, Belgium and Germany again. It will be pretty soon, within a couple of weeks I will take a look at those energies again. But I do believe they are moving away as well, but Japan is. A lot of things are now coming out, taking a stand against the stings and things like that. So I just wanted to take a look at the energy of Japan, and if this is true, at least what he's mentioning. We've got the Strength card as the first card. The central card is the World card, very interesting. And then we have the Three of Wands in the past. We've got the Six of Pentacles underneath the World card. And for the near future, the future, we have the Five of Wands and the Emperor. So to me, especially with these cards, the central card, this is about ending a cycle. I do believe Japan is moving away from these dark energies, and I think the strength is being restored, balance is being restored in Japan. Something I forgot to mention is that apparently in the how do you say this, the underworld of Japan apparently gotten a list of all the doctors that were pro stings and actually got paid to promote them. So not sure what they're going to do with that list, but I do have an idea about that. We're going to see some struggles still coming out, some conflicting things about Japan, that it may seem that the dark energies still have some influence left, but there's going to be a struggle there. But I see the white hat, the army side with the Emperor moving in. So I do believe that this is true. They are moving away from that. There's still going to be a lot of struggle, and people need to, and certain puppets need to disappear, or something needs to happen with them. So there's still going to be a struggle there, but the ending is near. This is the end of a cycle with the Earth card, with the Universe card, I mean the World card. Universe, world, this card, it's ending, a successful ending to this cycle, and it needs to end. I think that is very important. So it's important, and I do believe that the information is correct about that. The second thing I wanted to take a look has to do with Israel. First, I wanted to take a look at an article that was sent to me that apparently Mr. T, I just wanted to say it in Dutch, meneer, but it's Mr. T, apparently talked to Netanyahu, and of course there was something happening with his private villa. Something happened there, and apparently Mr. T told them to just do what is necessary. And a lot of people are like, well, why would Mr. T be pro that, or at least come across as pro-Israel, when he knows what's going on there? I think it's tactical. I think it has to do with the chess game, because a lot of people are still, also in America, are unaware of what is exactly going on there. And a lot of people, of course, are still pro-Israel. So I have a feeling that that's what he's doing with this. You know, don't give any media any munition to put him in some kind of, you know, with a certain label, because of course if you speak out about certain things, you get a label, and he doesn't want to be labeled now, especially when it's so close to November 5th. And we see here in the cards that I've got, first of all, I've got the Knight of Pentacles, I've got the Hermit, the Sun card in the past, I've got the Five of Swords underneath the Hermit, and I've got the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords. To me, the Ace of Cups is a yes, so I do believe that it is completely like tactical for him to do this. But I also see that he's very moving away from this. He's just not getting involved too much with the Hermit, so he keeps himself to himself in this case. Especially with the Knight of Pentacles, it's really, the Knight of Pentacles is a knight that watches things first, you know, take stock of things and then move ahead. It's like planned, and I think this is all planned because the atmosphere concerning this is still very power tripping, power plays. If he would speak out about certain things, it would just backfire on him right now. So everything has its time. Just like with the Mickey D thing, it needs time. It needs, first things need to come out about well, what's been going on, especially concerning children. That will come out. When that comes out, it will really be a shock for a lot of people, and it will change people's minds. But right now, Mr. D takes a very measured approach towards this. He kind of keeps himself to himself about this. So he's not giving away too much, but he's just remaining on the surface with this. But I do believe things will come out ultimately about what's been going on. But in Benjamin Fulford, to return to that information, he actually mentions that there has been talk in Japan again between the American Whitehead Army and apparently the intelligence there that mentions that they're prepared to end the apparently state of Israel, that it's going to end and it's going to become a state called Judea. I think Judea is the correct way of pronouncing that. Judea. Let me know in the reactions. And that everyone will have a citizenships there. And it's to protect the real Jews from the dark energies. Because it's very important to understand that the dark energies are not connected to the Jews in any way. It's like separate from them. And I think that's important to understand. So when I'm talking about, you know, those taking away those dark energies in Israel, I'm talking about the people and the puppets with the dark energies, and really not the people from Israel who had nothing to do with this and who just want to live their lives. And I just wanted to take a look if this information is correct, that there's going to be an end to this state. Of course, we still hear a lot about these things, but you know what's happening in Israel. I just wanted to take a look. Well, we've got the moon. We've got the Nine of Cups as the central card. Oh, let's see. We've got the Four of Wands in the past. We've got the Two of... Sorry, I have to do this the different way around. It's so... Two of Pentacles underneath the Nine of Cups. And then for the near future, we have the Three of Swords and the Four of... Oh, I'm supposed to keep them here. Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. That's for the near future. To me, it feels like it is most likely true. Like this is some kind of wish fulfillment, bringing back balance there. Nothing is what it seems. So even if we see certain things, it doesn't mean that that's really what's happening. We just don't know, but we work with what is being publicly shown. And of course, Israel is still there. And I do believe that the information is correct. It will ultimately end. But for the time being, we're still going to see a lot of old pain. We're still going to see a lot of holding on to their power, a lot of struggle with the Four of Pentacles. And I do believe that what's happening in the Middle East and what's happening still in Ukraine and Russia is being used to create this almost, you know, like it's almost going to be like a third world war. And it will seem that way, but I don't think it's going to get that far. I think I will probably look at with a video if we're really going to get there, or if there's going to be a different transition going on. Although I do think things will happen, still some shocking things need to happen also to wake up people, you know, get them out of their comfort zone and really show them what's been going on. But I do believe that ultimately Israel will fall. Like I said, there is this 17th letter in the alphabet already talking about we've saved them for last. There's a reason for that. It's all connected there. And I do think that ultimately it will fall, but for now we will still see it, and there's going to be a lot of things happening there. Like I mentioned, most likely connected to working towards something shocking, something to shake up everything. And things need to come out, especially concerning also children and things that have been happening there for a very, very long time. It needs to come out. People need to be aware of that. So that is what I've got in this video. Of course, again, see if it resonates with you or not. I thought it was very interesting. I'd like to leave it at this, and I hope to see you in another video. Bye.